Good break, boys. This is the second campaign we are playing, Seducers of Slaanesh. We are 55 turns in this one, a little bit behind on the turns, but I feel like we are ahead in progress. Woohoo! In this one we also done corn first. This was when we first learned about that realm. I think there should be a few turns before the rifts open again. I think they were turn 59 in the Kislev campaign. It seems it can vary by a few turns. Has to be random, I guess, so you don't just park outside. Okay. What is going on here? You can see us here in this part of the map. We also have some settlements down here. I'm starting to think having a couple garrisons down here with spearmen could totally stop the ogres from murdering everybody down there. Considering that battle we had the last time was a very close one. It was a highlight, guys, if you missed it. So a couple of extra spearmen down there could do the job. We are dealing with the Zinch faction here, and we are planning to confederate probably this faction here and take more of the Chaos Wastes. These guys are coming, and the city itself is highly damaged.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Yeah.
Sigma marauders all.
Some of the Chaos diplomacy did get messed up because of the Talabeklan vassal. We got 5 Norscan vassals, no, 3 Norscan vassals, and we got 1 Warriors of Chaos vassal and 1 Slaanesh vassal. Does dominant mechanic work for you? Yeah. We dominated a couple of factions.
Excess. True savages.
So the Mercenary, these are on the other side. And so we could dominate them right now. They're this thing filled pretty quick with Mercenary. We can also give them some settlements here to have more stuff against Kislev.
Northmen come. All right. No. Tribesmen.
They're quite in a bad shape here. Okay, we'll dominate them, get another vassal, a little bit more money, and looks like the game froze.
Artisan of pain.
Okay. How did I deal with Sylvania in my Kislev campaign? I ignored the south.
You want me?
So who's highest here? Western Province is rank 1.
Xiaoming.
Gold to the rank 4. Mercenary is also our vassal. They're paying us 277 per turn. After defending this place from the ogres, it looks like the Emperor will take it. Defeating that ogre army did slow down the ogres a bit. But I don't think we can defend it here now against the Ostland attack.
Do not waste my time with petty talk.
Doesn't look like they're at war with Skrag. From the extra enemies, we are pretty much involved with all the Empire, Kislev, Skrag declared war on us, and we are at war with a couple of these factions we're not supposed to be fighting. But there was some weird interaction when we vassalized an Order faction.
This is not the promised excess.
Yeah, doesn't look like this. We're defending that.
Not possible.
They have 16 units. We could try. One thing is sure, one of the settlements with a couple of spearmen is a really big deal against ogres.
Pleasure.
So how much is our bugged upkeep in this game? Bugged upkeep, let's see.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
We get paying extra 50 here on 250. So 20%. So we're at 5 armies. We are paying upkeep for 6. That's this one here, right? I don't know, this looks like pretty dead against 16 units. This place will just take too long to replenish. We could get the Marauders building here and get some spearmen for later.
Has the perfect prince forsaken us?
Shadow is excellent, really. The miasma filming 4 works wonders early. Some disciple army size plus 8%. I'm not even sure what this if it does anything, cause we summoned an army and it was big without anything really.
I will dominate. Most privileged of Slaanesh.
Okay. This faction here is always doing very well because there's nobody bothering them and they're not playing the Demon Prince Souls game. This looks like this is the best faction in the game that's not part of this game. They cause a lot of trouble. Only one of each factions plays the game. Goes for these things. There's only one from each race can be right. Otherwise, it would be unrealistic, same like in the Vortex.
Herald of the Dark Prince.
The Marauders of Slaanesh spears were excellent against the ogres in the city. It's like it was enough to slow them down and cause damage in a fight. The help is coming here.
All is lost.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. 1 second. Let's make it a few minutes. We're back, boys. Salad is here. The most inconvenient times every single day of Warhammer 3, when we're switching between campaigns and when the food breaks happen. What kind of salad? It's that grilled chicken salad from McDonald's. Hey Bomberloher, you love me? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Timons. Can I have some? Well, you're not here, so no, you can't have any. You haven't seen Tiny for a couple of days. He's been here every day. Ogre King. Ogres don't eat salads, they eat meat.
Leave me be.
What else is going on here?
Feast
We have a siege here. It was a tough battle at some point, but now it looks like it's in our favor. We should probably finish them off here and set up the army elsewhere. We're getting a tier 5 in the capital, and we'll be able to sort some other troops around as well. 4 turns on tier 5. The units are pretty straightforward. The chariots are bugged. We get a couple of good fast cav units, couple of good infantry units, and we get a couple of monsters. Very straightforward. There are 3 tier 5 units and 1. It's the knockback during the charges that's messing up this the stuff right now. It feels like there's no charge at all. When you look at this, holy shit. The rosters are very minimal. And the chariots are bugged with Slaanesh. I mean, these chariots are probably gotten the worst part of the bug. Chariot says, I only come here for I'm tiny, I'm gonna be honest. That's its royalty, no more sexy gifts for you on Discord. There's definitely a combination of things that work together, but overall as one, it's between the Soul Grinder and Keeper of Secrets as our best unit. The Soul Grinder just feels like it's gonna live longer. In most battles it's gonna matter, we're gonna probably be under more pressure. The Slaanesh don't have any Warriors of Chaos. Why is it just Marauders? Anybody knows? So Khorne has Warriors of Chaos, but not Slaanesh. What about Nurgle? I really expect some Nurgle Warriors of Chaos. They will look probably badass. What about Chosen and Warriors of Chaos for these factions? Why didn't they create that? Who cares what exists in the past? See, I probably done more for Warhammer Fantasy than the Game Workshop ever did. This is a new generation, really. They revived the dead game. I'm happy with Marauders, they're pretty good. For the low tier and availability, they're pretty good. But why is there no Warriors of Chaos? Forsaken. I have a feeling. What's gonna happen. There's gonna be a DLC, and it's going to be for all of Chaos, Demons of Chaos at once, and each of them is going to be like 1, maybe 2 units. Screw this Total War stuff, there is an update on to Emperor Survivors. Yeah, screw this shit. Hype is dead, let's go play another game. Looks like Warhammer 3 already lost over half the players on Steam, even on Twitch. Bunch of flavor of the month peasants looking for the next fix. There's been anything else now, they separate every time. The industry is flavor of the month, and the flavor of the month is getting, you know, consumed faster and faster. Yeah, we pretty much, we are no longer at flavor of the month, we're now at the flavor of the week. I think my beard is my mic. No, I'm just eating here and talking while chewing, so you can understand shit. I must be pissing at least 10 people right now. At least 10 people are really annoyed and pissed at this. But I don't give a shit. Uren, you're always pissed. Sometimes I wonder what the fuck are you doing here. Uren, you're like my cat, you know, sometimes gets fleas, and one of these fleas gets on people and then it bites you and it's, you know, you have to scratch it, you know. That flea is annoying. Sometimes it gets away, you can't catch it. You're like one of those fleas. Annoying. Annoying temporary, but I have to live with you. So sometimes I wonder what the hell are you doing here? You're just sucking my virtual blood. I've been on keto nearly 2 months, and I don't know, but last few weeks, most of the meat starts tasting like burnt garlic for some reason. Anybody has any experience with that? They're all the impatient fuckers waiting for us to start the third campaign. They already uninstalled the game, playing for 20 turns, and they just want to see the next faction, 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 the next factions. This is the last time we're playing 2 factions at once. I'm getting annoyed by these people. I love to focus things, but I think it would be cool to play 2 at the same time. 12 hours of Kislev every day for, you know, a week. They will probably complain then as well. They always find things to complain. I'm gonna have my revenge, guys, and I'm not gonna play one of the factions. This is so pretty straightforward. It's what they call it, one-dimensional. One-dimensional, but works. The magic kind of makes it fun. Some of the very cool-looking monsters. The abilities you get as well give you an illusion there is more things to do while using the same units all the time. Colin Glock, how's your diet going? Did you manage to survive day 1? Or was it one of those days, oh man, I ate so much and I'm fat, and you go to a diet, tomorrow I'm gonna start, and then tomorrow you're hungry and I'm like, screw that shit, all over again. That's like the vicious cycle for me for 3 years. Tomorrow's gonna be the day. Tomorrow I'm gonna eat healthier. Tomorrow I'm gonna go on a diet. Tomorrow.
Have you seen that shit?
And
Holy shit.
you always get this thing when you're like sated, satisfied, happy, literally eaten for 3 people. Tomorrow. Thank you. The new patch fix anything? Well, before the patch we didn't have any crashes. Now that we got a patch, we got a 1 crash. So it fixed that. We got our first crash. I'm fat too, Elich. Well, it's 2022. Most of the developed countries, people are fat or have extra weight. There's sugar in everything. The only people that are not really fat are those perfect Instagram people that need to, you know, look perfect every shot to make money. Only showing the perfect side of themselves, not the real thing. There is no sugar in my pizza. Well, carbs is sugar. Carbs from carbs, starch, or sugar. You're gonna get carbs, a shit ton of carbs in pizza. There is a little bit sugar in everything, even in vegetables, like 2 to 5%. Sometimes we say sugar and carbs, you know, like they're one the same thing. They're not really, but yeah. They add a lot of sugar to ketchup, for example, but they might make pizza with quality tomato though. I remember my Pet of Exile days. I used to eat like a snake. I would sit in front of my PC 16 to 20 hours, and every time, you know, I would get hungry, I would just, you know, jump to the kitchen and just swallow something. I tried eating like a snake when I started streaming, and I had stomach issues. It took me over a year to fix them. I burn out of PoE after 3k hours. Same here. Same here. And the game started to getting bloaty in a bad way, and that was a final thing for me when I stopped playing. Bloated game. Elich, what other faction caught attention thus far when facing them? The most interesting one that we've seen so far really is the Ogres. From the enemies. All the demons feel the same, just different gimmicks and flavors. Kislev is unique. And then the Ogres. So how do armor costs compare to Tsarguard? You basically get a better melee fighter, but you lose a pistol. Depending on your composition and your income treasury, you have to decide for yourself. Their battle skill, if you decide for early battle skill for Cossers, you keep using armor Cossers. If you don't get it and decide to go for Tsarguard and Iceguard, then you get the Tsarguard. That's probably the best option, because those things will be required for good melee. So if you are a Survey campaign, you go Cossers, you're gonna keep the armor Cossers instead of Tsarguard later. But if you don't, and you have the money for it, then the Tsarguard. Even in range heavy compositions, it feels good to have a couple of shielded units. But the armored ones, the armor Cossers seems like more fitting than Tsarguard. So, other than Garrison, Tsarguard feels like a flavor unit. Problem is, Kislev is made as a hybrid faction that's supported by that slow magic. The monster seems good. So the only units that are not hybrid are the Tsar Guard, the melee cavalry, and the elemental bear, right? So if you start relying on the hybrid units, and you're probably going to be favoring range first, and if anything survives, they're just gonna die to the melee. The magic supports the range side of Kislev better than the melee side. While some of the better units later on seem like they have decent melee. Monsters, yeah, the Snow Leopard as well. Yeah, I forgot about Snow Leopard. What about Streltsy? They seem to have high damage, but too little to say. I feel like you can always fit one unit of Streltsy in the army to shoot some high value target. Or if there's no high value targets, just put them in the battle line. Let them shoot at fire at will and get into melee when melee happens. Just have no shields, but yeah, they do have armor. Streltsy seem like better than the handgunners or the thunderers, but do you really need the melee side of it? You know, that's the question. Some melee abilities on units are good when you know, shit hits the fan and they get close, but it can also just be very effective in click buttons as well, especially when you combine two magics. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's get into it. Slaanesh power side of things. What is going on at the capital? Capital's being upgraded, and we're letting the rebels go huge so we can attack them. We have excessive income here with really bad public order. We keep one of the armies here not just to level, but also to get even more money. The economy is very good, and we can also get more stuff.
This is for
When you look at this here, we had a way better economy than Kislev.
Tedious trickster.
And we didn't even get 50,000 from Slaanesh.
Wastrel.
Okay, This guy's not really doing anything here. I just creative freedom.
Most privileged.
Taking massive casualties here.
None but Slaanesh may dominate me.
Anything else here? I don't think there was anything else here. They have some medicinal plants here. We still have to take the blighted grow. It's under siege. This will connect nicely once we clear the Zinj faction here. We have a few turns before the next wave of portals, I think.
Be gone, featherless.
They're on half health here now. Maybe a good time to attack. We need to clear this, and they have capital in a province adjacent. Okay, we fight here. We got to war with a bunch of minor factions with some weird interaction when we vassalized Talbekland. We broke the vassalage there and avoid any random shit like this again. The second army is Disciple Army. They are one of the mechanics of Slaanesh. We use devotees to create additional armies. This is our second army, led by the Exalted Keeper of Secrets, and being reinforced by Disciple Army. But the thing is, FJK, those guys didn't even know that Talbekland existed. So when we made them a vassal, it's supposed to be a hidden faction for them, because they're on the other side of the world. Oh man, this element. Man, this has been a suicide to attack. Suicide to attack when they were full health.
Darkling majesty. Most exalted.
We got 5 exalted Demon Knights of Slaanesh. 5 exalted ones. This thing will come in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes they get a bunch of supplies.
The aesthetics are lethal.
So I think we should always just unlock Pit of Shades first on these shadow guys. Also on the Slaanesh team with Seduce and with Disciple Army, we can always overwhelm the enemy. So it doesn't really matter about the what's in the armies, but some of the units are stronger than the others. They're just missing replenishment, really.
Vista of pain.
Demonettes! For honor! Bring us souls!
This side will not do anything here. Let them just come here and we'll attack two sides on this side. When fighting minus elements, you gotta attack multiple sides. Just going one side, it's super punishable. You can't really hide units on these ones. And we can still go hard on one side while the other sides, you know, just go regular. As in, you know, characters go one side or split.
Death through sensation!
Demonettes!
Bring us souls! Marauders!
The basement.
Exalted demonettes!
We haven't had any ambushes so far.
Endless craving! Pain and despair!
Exalted demonettes of Slaanesh!
Guys, I don't go on Reddit or Steam forums or, you know, especially those YouTube videos that are supposed to tell you how to play the game. This is out of the question. So, we're playing two different factions and, yeah, take it easy. Give it a few weeks before you go crazy with all these things. Sometimes, don't you think you're absorbing too much questions and then you're overwhelming one person with this everything that have not even experienced a fraction of the game? That's what happens when they give early access to people 1 month before the game will get released.
The bringer of temptation.
Exalted demonettes of
The guy's losing barrier for some reason.
Our dance continues.
Demonettes of Slaanesh! Sin and depravity! Of course!
Have fought and kill.
Make sure they're not gonna be shooting us here.
Yes! The darkest desire!
Endless craving!
We don't have any spears here. Make sure we have debuffs here as well. This one will get murdered by the keeper. The harpies are also doing some damage here.
I'll make them squeal.
He dropped.
Rack them with agony. Flay their minds. Have fought and kill.
This looks like some mega damage from the other side. And the bird is down.
Consume them! Lacerate them!
Great Conduit.
Marauders!
supple servants of Slaanesh.
The debauched one!
Most exalted.
On the hunt!
A flurry of talons! Demonettes!
This something is seriously hard hit here, and a lot of units have taken damage.
The cult thrives!
A crazy amount of shit.
Extravagant! Herald moving!
Locomotion.
I guess they're shooting over. All these guys shooting from the side with the tower combined.
By magics.
And somebody's casting those spells.
Exalted demonettes of Slaanesh!
Gotta be a combination of things.
Bring me to them. Stride on. Closer. Closer.
This range focus from the sides is crazy. This is why we don't even we didn't even want to consider attacking this shit.
Driven by pain.
Holy fuck!
The Dark Prince's servants! They die!
You just start them out and forget they exist in a regular fight. Some of these sieges are super unrealistic in a frontal attack.
All for the prince.
Slaaneshi cultists!
Grinding them down while they have range stack on towers.
This will be exquisite.
Your secrets spill.
Pain is a gift.
Marauders of Slaanesh.
It's a caster here.
Who can I blame?
Bleeding!
Side of the army got deleted and we can't get through this.
Echoes
But we all breached the other side.
Marauders!
alive as sled.
Souls for slaughter.
I am endowed with power.
We flee!
Inflict exquisite suffering. Make them scream. Bend to our will.
This map should just retreat on this side.
I am irresistible.
Towers alone are just killing stuff here.
With pleasure.
We've taken the other side of town.
The pangs of suffering.
Seeking sin. Seekers! Flow like wine. Move with grace. We go. Pain is a gift.
We get these guys here. And the town got over on this side.
Marauders of Slaanesh.
They could what they did there, they could only do that on the one side. The second side they can clog it, but the other two just gonna get overrun. That's why you need multiple sides.
Hey,
Because the heroes will only be on one side.
Seekers. Demonette of
The heroes and the lord will only be on one side.
The beguiling nightmare.
We overrun the city now and nothing they can do anymore.
The debauched ones.
This is a half string, by the way, guys. Half string garrison. And they're outnumbered 3 times.
Hell Scourge!
Seekers! Gone. A dance of
Kill! Kill!
It was very close, this guy going down. Managed to do 6,000 damage. This was a tough nut to crack with his faction, but the Disciple army made all the difference. All the difference. Disciple army seems like they're like one of the best things of this faction. With the military superiority, supremacy, and with the Seduce, you guarantee that nobody can do shit. We could have seduced one of these units here. as well. This guy was focused hard and still did 30,000 damage. What in the fuck? This is Guild Extreme AI version. From all the greater demons, the Lord of Change seems the scariest. The Rock of Inevitability. We activate a hex in the area that allows speed, charge speed, and melee defense. So long as the single rock remains, the ageless inevitable city shall always rebuild itself. We lost 3 demonettes, but we gained the city. This army is still in good condition. They were reinforcing. We did the frontal assault here. This one needs a lot of experience. This is the Septic Claw. No, they turn against us, they die.
Slava every surface.
We've secured the Eternal Lagoon. And now we have 4 armies to go towards the Crystal Spires. We can start starving the city.
Of Slaanesh. The frisson of movement. You may touch me only in dreams.
This is a Disciple army, so they're basically just think of it like the same thing like with the Legions, the allied army. You don't really get to do anything about the Lord and transfer or anything. There's a downside to this. They can't replenish, and if there's not enough corruption, they'll take attrition. But it's one of the strong things about Slaanesh, these Disciple armies. Makes you feel like overwhelmed to the enemy, really.
You want me?
Yeah, Renowned Fear is unlocked, and now we should go to Shades.
I get stronger.
Okay, and what do we have here? Rank 8. This is the Slaanesh one.
Summon them.
When was this planned here? 1 turn. We have rebels on the north here.
None but Slaanesh may dominate me. Most privileged of
Rot.
Slaanesh.
Delectable.
Phyllis Duchess will lead the attack here. If we send these armies around, we can probably sort this minor faction by the end of the next round. Salt Spirit give 10 subs, thank you very much.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
We need to deal with this Nurgle faction as well.
Only Nurgle.
You can be recruited rank 2 because you have Renowned and Feared. The +3 from the landmark is bugged. Supplanation will be a little bit better here.
Excess.
Holy shit! What the hell?
This is the Blighted Grow.
Expand the troop.
20% replenishment.
Slaves to darkness.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
So this province can make money. It's a 4 slot, and it got 2 resources.
Oh
Makes
my
it the
God.
best potential money right now.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the
So woodlands for Slaanesh lower the construction of all buildings in the province and income from all buildings in the province. Very good. This province actually has 3 resources. Wow.
Oh my god.
There's actually a Kislev province that has not a single resource, and 2 of them also have 1 resource each. They put 3 here. This looks like best potential money so far.
Oh
Wonder if you can
my
move
God.
here between the rebellions.
That shit?
You might.
Holy shit. What the hell?
Best potential money so far for sure.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Courtesan of the pleasure god.
Oh my
Embrace
god.
the
Have you
lust.
seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Ten turns remaining. I don't remember when we did that.
Most privileged.
I think it was actually the other one, but it was not exactly 10 turns. Maybe because they're still active here.
Have you seen that shit?
Atrocity.
Shit. What the hell?
Herald of the Dark Prince.
Let's channel some stuff here. This one is a little bit of
You will
replenishment.
never know the safe word. You may
The safe word.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
I desire new pleasure slaves.
Such insights to tempt you.
Even inside a city, it's gonna take a few turns to replenish. I think we need to put missile resistance here, not dispel shield. This is Whisper Voidborn.
You are summoned.
Yeah, this is a small target.
Come, my children. Summon them.
Some crazy damage coming from those missiles. They forgot to put missile resistance on this character. There's no armor. There's a 35% shield. It's a demon, so it gets 20 physical resistance, but as a character does not get missile resistance.
Expand the troop. Slaanesh is young.
Master Poet, income from selling sellings was 10%. This is 250 for this one, damn. You only need like 3 of these. We got more troops here.
Both
We are, there's gonna be the second round of rifts here in a few turns. And we need to eliminate this and maybe even confederate this faction here. There are military, a big buffer here. And see what's going further to the east. Regarding construction here, I guess the timber one should get upgraded immediately. This province can make a lot of money. Okay, so what's going on here? In a couple of these extreme money provinces, there are very excessive amount of negative public order and income. We need to prioritize the pleasurable acts there. Cosm Torment. So what's going on here? We get another cultist and we get another Allurus. Yeah, that's the way to go. Let's see, yep. This one is waiting for the rebels to get stronger, and we're waiting to recruit armies here. This is gonna be our first tier 5. Way faster than Kislev, by the way. Because it's a 4-slot province. 4-region province. If you're wondering what Nakari is doing, Nakari has been naughty, pillaging the Empire and now pillaging Kislev.
The Tempter Lord.
We've been destroying armies of Kislev and messing up the settlements. We have a vassal in the area as well. And unlike the other ones, this one is not bugged. There's a bug with Fog of War in this campaign.
Northmen come.
The Tempter Lord.
Yeah.
I freeze out here.
Freeze!
Name it, and it shall be done.
Attack immediately, huh? What could we even do here? Have resistance against seduction. This Emperor settlement. Fortenhof, that sounds like Ostland. Ostermark. Like Nekari, the other one seducing quite the poor options. Because there it's we have a less budget and the enemy might be resistant to it, and it's more expensive. We don't really care about this. We're pillaging through the territories here, and we'll let them just be behind while retaking stuff. The settlements go from tier 3, tier 2 to tier 1. It's massive damage.
Pure, unalloyed sensation. Rejoice!
You're causing chaos here. In other words. Oh, the ogres didn't attack this time. Oh, he broke the siege. He didn't want to get gangbanged by 2 armies. And 1 Slaanesh army is, you know, something already, but being 2 of you, 2 on you, goddamn. 2 versus 1, it's no joke. We have an outpost in on the Slaanesh and Norska. I will show what's available. Skrag is on a legendary campaign. It's crazy. It's because he's not. It's not a competitor in the Realms of Chaos objective, and nobody's down there to challenge him. Plus, also ogres might be overtuned in balance of power. Might be too early to say. Yeah, very good. Well, our vassal did help here.
I follow.
They did help. Okay, we'll consider this.
Such folly. All souls will yield to Slaanesh.
These guys are doing us a favor here.
Artisan of pain.
These guys are doing us a favor here, but yeah, they're doing us a favor.
Delight.
Makes you wonder what happens if you're next to the rebels without a besieging place.
I yearn to go.
These are rebels from the corruption. Feel strong, man. Feel strong.
Handmaiden of dark delight. I exist to serve and be.
We want this army to go big before we fight them. Okay, let's get them on the servants here. I don't care about the Hellstriders anymore. The Furies are always an option. And the Seekers. We want the Seekers and Heart Seekers.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
We can go pleasure hunt here. Cheaper recruitment, higher recruit ranks, and more control. It's 10 turns, huh? We got 833 devotees. We had a lot at one point, but we used the second proliferate cults without any discount. Okay.
Pleasure without conscience.
If this wasn't bugged, we could have got him on rank 6. I'm not sure we're getting any, but we'll try. It does look like they might be attacking next turn.
To subjugate.
This is one of our best units.
We've had enough suffering.
What you say? You're suffering too much? You're suffering excessively? Demons complaining about suffering? Should send more demons to make them suffer even more.
Name it, and it shall be done.
This guy's been camped here. Okay, Volsgrad is the next target for Nakari. We are finally caught up with the agents to have the critical information.
I know my place.
We have been on a pillaging spree.
My divine master. Go with grace. No, this won't do at all.
What pleasures do you require?
We got 2 armies of Kislev behind us. We destroyed all the like 3. We are literally over 1 turn ahead of them and on the acting turn with initiative.
They call to you.
And nothing they can do. The cities will burn.
Drink in my excellence.
And the movement is excellent here. This is not usually possible to attack in one turn. So we confederate this, we make this guy's vassal, we get vision, and then we lose vision. Apparently, fix for this is military alliance.
It shall be. What? Sigma. The Marauders all.
Are those warriors of chaos here?
Fool.
It's a little bit annoying, really.
Excess. The secrets are mine alone.
What? Hire mercenaries. You get ogre bulls if the ogres are nearby. Okay. Bjornling, we get some skin wolves and Marauder Berserker available. Berserkers! They can keep up with our army and they're actually pretty good. Anti-infantry, high damage, frenzy. This is Bjornling. Bjornling is pretty much at the end of the Norska. Do these guys even have a capital? They do. It's under construction, tier 4. Okay. I should say I lost my Crystalline campaign legendary. I'm not surprised. It looks like a tough campaign. You don't start with any of the Kislev great cities, and you're in between Norska and faction that don't like you.
Time to savor.
I'm starting to lose the winds here. We've been sieging and the winds are not good in the area.
Eviscerate them.
Valiant defeat with high casualties, huh? God damn, this the Kislevites are no joke. No joke. Look at this, Nakari can actually seduce both of the Tsar Guard. Initially, guys, I wasn't happy with Seduce, because, you know, I thought you would keep the units, because you have to pay for them with from your treasury. There's a limit to the amount, there's a limit to the limited budget, and there is also, you know, varying costs. But at this point, especially with Nakari, who can reduce this quite a bit, they increase the budget quite a bit with all the stuff. Look at this, you can seduce 2 Tsar Guard. So just imagine you're facing already a big army, and 2 of your best units join the enemy side. So not only you have to deal with the full might of the enemy, but against 2 of your best units at the same time, while being even further outnumbered. So this is also one of the most powerful things about the Slaanesh. We recently, I think, got in technology which reduced this, they seduce this action even more. Scotty, apparently Zinch and Slaanesh have the worst replenishment, apparently. Slaanesh for sure. This is the worst thing about this faction, is the replenishment. While you can try to manage it, and if you're doing well, should be fine more or less. Might a little bit slower at times because more recruitment and maybe external replenishment. But Zinch, people will be saying that, but I'm not sure. What was that battle we were doing? The siege. The siege, was it Pirik or Ogre? I'm gonna keep forgetting the predictions, guys, lately. If somebody can, you know, who is here all the time, say that, you know, end the prediction and with the result would help a bit. Other close victory, thank you. The reinforcement army didn't take any damage, so it's unlikely it was a Pirik victory. How much for the Ice Guard? Ice Guard are 1875. I believe we have 35% reduction. The Slaanesh army against Kizil settlements can be pretty good because you can you really fast compared to them. You have multiple speed buffs and a high speed compared to the Kislev, and they cannot keep up with you inside the city. The city just gets overrun the moment it gets breached. Decisive victory order. Okay. Well, the thing with the seductions, what's the good thing about a seduction? The best thing about a seduction, since replenishment is bad, taking units lowers, increases the chance you'll take less damage. But you also have to constantly use favor from your treasury. Luckily, Slaanesh has plenty of funds. In this case, we don't have to bother with this. This is rather silly, really, and we're not gonna seduce anything. If they had more units, I would have probably seduced to increase the chance of lowering casualties. The seduction helps with casualties and replenishment, but you know, it's not right. There should be a little bit more replenishment. At least you have post-battle option to replenish. Apparently, the Legion of Chaos does not have that. Well, Kedamono, it's not just any level 50 lord, it's a greater demon. It's a famous greater demon. Literally God walking on earth.
Now, intellect me.
Sealed to
They cannot cover all the sides of this city. And definitely did a great job with how some of the settlements look like. Cavalry just can't keep up with replenishment and battles. We have a serious amount of infantry, so we can, you know, choose, you know, these guys have taken damage and they haven't replenished. So we can decide we're not going to use these guys this battle, we're going to use the other ones. While we have only 2 cavalry units and we can just cycle them and rotate them out. Sometimes their speed is very nice. They just can't keep getting replenished. I don't think we have seen this layout before. Did we? I don't think we've seen this layout before. I don't remember. Might have been from the other side, but we're not really familiar with it yet. Arcana says a land-locked Marienburg map is awesome. El Marconas, maybe, what do you know? Maybe they've destroyed the harbor. It's dangerous these days on living next to the coast. All these Norskans.
The Maiden of Ecstasy.
Guys, I don't know about you, but the Keeper of Secrets and Exalted Secret Chariot is one of the best models I've seen in anything. In anything. Not even biased here. When they fix the Slaanesh Chariot, these blades actually do some damage, and they're not just aesthetic wheels. And when they fix that the actual knockback in a massive charge does damage instead of 0 damage in like 2037, it's gonna be incredible. We'll be able to use 3 more units with Slaanesh.
Marauders of Slaanesh!
The eternal hunt.
I like the Hell Scourges Marauders. All veteran, 55 defense with extra physical resistance. This is a solid unit for this role. It's not just these chariots might be extra bugged because I mean look at this. You would expect going through the enemy would cause massive damage. So it is beyond ridiculous to consider that these are just aesthetic wheels and not actual physics with the blades that destroy the enemy. If these are aesthetic wheels, shame on the creative assembly. They fall into a whole new level if these are just aesthetic wheels. Other than that, all the charging causes knockback with big units. Most of the charge feels like doesn't do much, and when the knockback happens, there is next to 0 damage. You could have a cavalry with 100 charge. There's a clip, go look for it. Literally no charge damage, no collision damage, no charge damage. You have massive devastating units that are literally doing next to 0 damage from charge and collision. They just do weapon strength. So it's kind of a big bug in the game. We should probably change that from the Slaanesh Chariots and to a different really here. Now that we've seen a couple of Kislev things as well. But there's something off with charging. I might have been drunk or might have imagined this, but one time I charged the enemy from behind. My unit stopped dead on and taking damage from behind. It's almost like they have torrents and your damage is nothing.
Kari. We are in agreement.
On the hunt!
Go. Slash.
Come to me.
Reap. Demonettes!
Seeking Slaanesh's embrace.
Sensuous diversions. I am ready.
Oh, that rampage is nice. Like when it happens like that.
Decadent seekers.
The darkest of desires.
It's like tower shooting here.
Seeking Slaanesh.
Attack! Agree!
Allures. Dance upon their corpses.
Behold magnificence!
The Prince of Precious Caress!
Demoness.
Ravage them.
Bend to our will.
Spread decadence and depravity! Worship your none!
Need to clear this thing here.
We earn to.
So what happened here? Ice guard was shooting. I don't even see the arrows. Those projectiles are invisible in this type of environment. We'll have to spot at least. You gotta move in between three groups and sometimes you will go into missions like that.
Driven by pain.
Make them scream!
Looks like the Tsar guard doing okay.
Seal to our steeds. We flee.
Gawain is dead. That was our tier 1 anti-large cav.
Your desires
They got shot 3 times, huh?
are glorious! Yes!
Hear the discordant choir.
Ice guard. Ice guard. These guys are not even demons,
To the next
and they really get melted there.
guided.
I don't want to use the Skull Scourgers.
Agreed!
Deliver unto Slaanesh.
Phantasmagoria!
Looks like these guys are raining a little bit here.
Hell scourges. Binding fresh souls.
Demoness!
Cultist is goddamn amazing.
Will be exquisite.
Kai! Feast! Unleash thy power!
Looks like the Lord might be capturing things a little bit faster there.
The bullshit ones!
On the hunt.
Cavalry is just poking where we can find easy captures, so the enemy is when the enemy is out of position, they can't guard the whole city. It's too big. We need like 30 units.
Suffer.
So we're looking for opportunities, while at the same time we might be taking too much damage because we can't click everywhere at once.
Cultist of Slaanesh!
Demoness of Slaanesh.
Sarkar is doing very good against demonettes.
The debauched ones. Marauders of Slaanesh.
Moving! Now!
The aesthetics are lethal.
I need souls!
The Kissel Unbreakable interferes with my mechanic, the Slaanesh mechanic, which makes units feel the Slaanesh abilities as they die on low leadership.
Sensuous diversions. The Prince of Chaos rises.
0 damage.
Moving.
Put an end to their seduction!
Yes. Sorceress.
I don't even want to knock them here, just stop.
Delightful.
Just stop here. Knockback would just do nothing here.
Divine dance. Unto pleasure. Extravagant despair.
Great Book of Bugs. Where was that one? Although we've seen more things and a little bit more experience with this, it's not just Slaanesh chariots. They do have damage, but collision and charge, it's an issue with everything. It seems like in the game right now. Charge damage and collision damage, especially when causing knockback, seem to do next to no damage. Some of the chariots and shock cavalry that have very high charge. Some of the chariots and shock cavalry. These units rely on charge and collision damage. If the chariots and the shock cavalry have no collision and no charge damage, there's really no point to these units. Charge damage and or collision damage, especially when causing knockback, seem to do next to no damage. Some of the chariots and shock cavalry have very high charge and should have good collision damage. Just send 20 to 40 plus guys flying in the air and nearly all of them just get up. Excuse me, this is not a wall of text, this is a book here. Got 11 bugs, 16 issues, features and oversights, and 3 under quality of life. 1 week into the game. Yeah, I can definitely see why they delayed the game. Makes you wonder what kind of disaster was at the time. And guys, we just pretty much played 2 factions. We do also, you know, just, you know, play in depth, read things, and, you know, we do this as well. Meanwhile, Elich, when is the next campaign? Andala, let's go, next campaign, start already! They like want to see next campaign every day. What the fuck this thing is? Some hype channel here, just showing case stuff. We play shit here. We care, we study. Fuck off. These people are making me want to do domination campaigns instead. Let them wait. Let them suffer. Let them boil. I don't think I have movement to occupy. I mean, we might go down the other side of the bridge. I'll loot and occupy.
The Tempter Lord. Let me imbibe your essence.
Volksgrad, we lost the Cav unit, huh? We lost the Cav unit. Seekers take 2 turns to recruit. 2 turns I can burn another settlement. Skin wolves are 1 turn. 79 speed, frenzy, physical resist, regeneration. Fucking hell, they're better than demons. So, let me just check something here. This is Exquisite Pain, Slaanesh faction, 374, huh? Even if it didn't have 0 tolerance, it's still all useless.
Divine immortality.
Same here. God damn, that follower is nice. Very nice, I gotta say. $1,500. God damn, $250 each. Keep it coming.
You may bow. Such insights to tempt you.
Gotta do the crystal spires and then go fight that this fat bastard faction.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
What are we getting here?
A crude
Tier
attempt
2 units, huh?
to subjugate divine immortality. To my chamber of pain.
Revel Warplicker. I cannot believe it, man! Finally I see a name we haven't seen much.
Handmaiden of dark delight. Artisan of pain. Uncloven foot. Courtesan of the pleasure god. Most privileged of Slaanesh.
Filius Duchess of Paramountcy.
The herald of Slaanesh.
The Fly Master serves only Nurgle.
I could be your paramour if you so wish.
Join war has definitely changed.
Slaves to darkness. Leave me be. March on. Onward.
This is the Dangrat. I think he's the leader of the Megatkin. Because yeah, he's an exalted, great unclean one. It's kind of crazy how that happened with all these wars with extra demons because of Talabekland. They even ignored our military ally.
Divine immortality.
That's fine. So what is going on here? We do want to be pain. We do want to be pain in the ass here. Try to hold these territories while we are pillaging the rest.
My divine master.
I must taste flesh.
Taste flesh. Gimbler's armor.
Drink in my excellence.
Just checking, I remind myself what we got here. Okay, it looks like the Nakar's army is very good. We just would like to get some tier 3 or higher units. What manifestations do we have here?
That's all mine. Alone.
So what's the situation here? 1355 total Slaanesh corruption. The punishment could have been also touched here as well. Some of these things seem to have a quite a cooldown, but they don't really last much. God. Never mind! Never mind! Spoke too soon. I spoke too fucking soon. There's another Revel Warplaker here. There's a Tyrant. There's a Fighter. There's a Butcher. There's a Spellcaster. And there's the Hunter, Missile Specialist. All the ogres are fighters, but some of them specialize some things. This guy has some range stuff, huh? Hunter, huh? The problem is, we might be able to win this, but then the Ostland takes it. So we just hold this, delay everything. In the meantime, we'll let this one hit next year, and then we'll probably get a small spearman garrison.
I impinge on your servant, oh more.
A lot of these things will complete soon. We are working on the promise, right? Looks like they actually recruit a bunch of corsairs. Well, there's nothing else to recruit because there's only tier 1 settlement, right?
The time of
Might have been just global recruitment as well. God damn! They're coming! Before we're taking any attrition. There's Zinch rebels in the area as well. Holy shit, this is really cataclysmic stuff. Ogre sieging an empire city controlled by the Slaanesh, while the empire is trying to take it back, and Zinch is rebelling in the... manifesting in the region as well. It's almost like it's end times. What do we get here? The 3 ogre characters are no fucking joke. I think this one will cause the most grief. And the dual weapons. But when you look at it, 12 attack to 40 and then over 100 weapon strength, they're better than the other ones against our army. But they have the weakest health. Iron Guts are too expensive, 2700. This Iron Gut seems like a higher tier. A unit of crossbows, maybe. One less large attacker is a really big deal. Like, really big deal. If we have to build pick between Iron Fists, Ogre Bulls, and Dual Weapon Ogre Bulls, I can take this one here. Put a prediction for this one. This city is getting very hard to hold, but we are trying to buy time, so we get a Whistling up and running, which will do the same thing. That was a massive siege here. Massive siege. It was a siege here a few turns ago. Repel an ogre attack, but the casualties were so massive. The characters can get bigger budget, Dratter, and you can get sometimes 2, 3 units, even 4. Just imagine 10 versus 10 and all of a sudden it's 11 versus 9. That alone is already strong. Or imagine 12 versus 10 versus 10 and then 12 versus 8. That just makes the whole difference. And you can't really complain about it. The ogres are eating the empire. The pink chaos comes to the empire, and the ogres in the empire are attacking them. Why are they so mad? We just destroy a couple of towns, kill a bunch of people, and we make the region suffer. It's no big deal. The empire is big. If the ogres can get a part of the empire, why can't we? The spearmen were surprisingly effective, even for a light spearman. Surprisingly effective against the ogres. The settlement is, I gotta say, this is one of the best works yet. This settlement is giving me a boner. Especially thinking we'll be able to defend it with a glorious empire one day. This settlement, guys, is just so fucking beautiful. This is so fucking beautiful. It's like 3 different points. Like there's one point where if you're behind, you have to abandon, and there is 2 other points which can heavily be fortified. Fucking trench warfare. The ogres have 3 characters, and they're coming from 2 sides. The side seems difficult to defend if you're outmatched and outnumbered. And depending on what faction you're defending it with. The Empire will arrive in 2 minutes. And there's a big also delay between here. Do not underestimate speed and moving from one location to another. Some factions excel at it. And the ogres might move to the city faster than, of course, bad example, Nurgle or the undead. So this is a big factor in defending a settlement or even attacking a settlement. It would have been nice to have a crossbow here, shooting from high ground to the low ground. Would have probably made a lot of difference. But I'm feeling a little more confident having one of the ogre bulls on my side instead of an extra one on their side. These 3 seem to be all can be stopped by some spearmen. I got 1 secret chariot that can also cause some disruption. There's a 22 spearmen on the beasties. What are these things even called? You know, I asked a couple of times, I got just the different answers. What are these things called? This weird looking mounts. Steeds of Slaanesh. They look awesome. I sent a favorite description. The marauders that are riding them are called Hellstriders. Seekers are the riders of steeds. Seekers are the demonic ones. These are the Hellstriders, that marauders. These ones are spearmen. Hair Scourge is the whip, true. Two towers seems like a way to go here. So Steeds of Slaanesh. Okay. I'm not sure how wide we want to go. Can we even kill this before the rest of them arrive? We have to deal. This. What is this? This looks like the tyrant. There's something with the ogres. They just don't want to die. They just keep healing and healing and healing and healing, and they are so fucking thick with their health. It's like feel like you have to do 15,000 damage to their lord to kill it. We got an Enfeebling Foe, which is very good against the units. The fact we have two characters here, it's amazing.
Beacon of depravity.
I am ready.
I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this one. Let them just keep them in reserve here.
Sin and depravity.
These are refresh demons. They did got banished last time. This is lots of spearmen here.
Bring us soap!
Marauders of Slaanesh!
With the Enfeebling Foe, we get quite the advantage in melee. 42, 44, and then we are applying minus 24, minus 24. This time we're gonna be able to apply more. The spearmen have the edge.
Hellstriders!
I think I want to put the Hellstriders here. Maybe if they're out, so I go after them. We'll see if we can get one attention from one of them without Secret Chariot.
Marauders!
I'm gonna be ignoring this space here. What do we have?
Bring us
4 of this. Fraction of our former military might in this place.
Marauders!
Some distractions might help here. The thing is, if they lock on us, we won't be able to escape. The ogres are have 54 speed.
Herald of Slaanesh.
We go.
Rejoice, for we will harvest countless souls for our perfect prince.
A flurry of talent. A true thrill. Searching on. Flow like wine.
We are very focused on this chariot.
Seeking sin. We go.
The charge is locked, but you cannot catch because it's too slow.
Repulsive and alluring. Extravagant display. Seekers.
Avatar of torment. None can resist me.
Yes.
To the next victory!
Siren Guards do have a lot of health.
Decadence and subjugation! Hand demon of Slaanesh!
Hunt them down!
I think I might need this to distract other stuff. The Spearmen are winning here, but they will also be taking damage.
Yeah! Macho! Seeking Slaanesh's embrace.
George's free kiss.
Marauders of Slaanesh! Pain and despair!
Riders!
Herald of Slaanesh!
Marauders! Guided by hunger.
I don't think we can run these rules.
Eternal hunters.
Decadence seekers. Sweetest.
Our character's doing okay here.
Spears! Marauders of Slaanesh! We hunt
This beast seems to be fragile.
To our will.
Chariot will help here.
Play that.
He keeps getting health from the looks of it.
Marauders of Slaanesh!
souls for Slaanesh!
Avatar of torment! Darkest winds blow!
We got their character.
Beguiling
Yeah, Lurus and the Herald did mess it up.
Bring us of joyous degradation. Seekers of
Hopefully they will not be able to open fire here.
Bring it.
I have still a bunch of spearmen here. I can see they're pretty effective against ogres.
On the hunt! Me!
Guess you see this, right?
Yes. Yes. An intriguing thing. There we go. Ravage them.
agony and ecstasy!
Gush out, boys!
Seekers of Slaanesh.
964, but nobody is getting killed.
Beacon of depravity! Captivating and horrifying!
Rampage this way! Ogres! This way!
The purple
Demons are doing very well here, I gotta say.
none can resist me!
When we have that Enfeebling 4 is just doing really big wonders here.
Let's go, boys! Drive needs it!
Herald of Slaanesh!
Don't fuck with demons. Three regiments of the Empire are thinking they're gonna take the city run by demons. Very ambitious.
The Prince of Chaos rises.
When do we eat?
The Eternal Hunters! Marauders!
Bring us meat!
Pan demon of Slaanesh!
She did 7,000 damage with just pure melee.
Avatar of torment!
Very effective attack animations from the looks of it as well.
The beguiling nightmare! Bringing suffering!
Finding fresh souls.
Hellstriders! Biggest in the Troy!
Get him, boys! Get him! Slap his ass!
Get it done! Off we go!
Agony and ecstasy! The Purple Herald!
Seeking Slaanesh's embrace!
Beacon of depravity!
Can double miasma out that most likely.
Demonettes! Herald of Slaanesh! I accept temptation! Captivating and horrifying! None can resist me! Breathtaking violence!
Guys, you know you have melee mode, right?
Without question! A tempting destination!
Sensuous diversions.
Pan demon of Slaanesh!
Moving.
Would be nice to kill this Austin army.
Rapture!
The aesthetics are lethal.
This is the first time we see it beating that bad.
Deliver unto
Slaanesh.
We need to get close to that lord before we kill them, so we make sure we're dead. They're shooting the barricade through an obstacle. I'm glad they've delayed the game. We got a much improved state. Why is anybody even firing if there is no line of fire? They have melee mode. All of a sudden they know how to use melee mode. This is close quarters infantry, not pistol infantry.
The Purple Herald. This will
It looks like there's the bug with the reinforcements still exists, especially they come from another faction.
why, yes. The darkest of desires. We stop. Our Lord. Repulsive and alluring. Extra. All right, of pleasure! Ravishing slaughter! Sensuous diversions.
Looks like the single entity has a real trouble getting close to the tower. Tower has a kind of explosion damage that knocks down.
The beguiling nightmare.
There was not even an attack animation there, I think.
Herald.
Yeah, this is great for this city. And we repelled the 2 Ogre attacks and weakened the Ostland follow-up. Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory. Bitch, this is heroic victory here. What the hell? I didn't even use most of my magic. Maybe the Ogres countered. Let's go to the Book of Grudges. We already have entered like that in the book of Bugs. So the only survivor were the Seduced bulls. So they get a new lord because of that. That's a pretty good experience here for the Warp Leaker. These guys did 118 kills, damn. This is a great Maw Butcher. Cartridge makes all the difference, really.
Kill off.
Oh, 2 dead. Scrog is coming now. They're not allied. They're both our enemies, so they both join the fight. Well, nice. That guy didn't want to attack us, but he didn't want to flee. Maybe he couldn't because he was on the settlement. Maybe those rebels attack Ostland. Oh, nice. Slaanesh rebels. What are they gonna do about the city?
The glorious obscenity.
Occupied. Ooh.
The god bears roar.
Two turns early in this campaign than in the other
Its
one.
power will open more rifts. Yet it is weaker than before. It seems Urson does indeed wane.
So, these events are happening 2 turns earlier than in Kislev campaign. 32 and 57. We're like 34 and 59, so there's a window of a couple turns. Which means the new rifts will be opening soon.
You may touch me only in dreams.
Bitch! I'm only touching your twin here.
Of Slaanesh. Most privileged of.
They got the reinforcements from the other side.
Excessive risk. Prince's Herald.
I'll get Primal Pendulum here, might make the difference.
Such wondrous suffering this will bring.
Not likely.
Leave me to my manipulations.
Begone.
This is spooky.
Take your aim.
This is spooky. I need some spearmen. I'm gonna get the scented pavilion and get some more Slaanesh spears.
The new avatar of sensation.
This faction don't have scouting, so perceptive works is good.
Who will join my
Isn't this like the fourth Zine, this name in this
They will
campaign?
never know the safe word.
They will never know the safe word.
I desire new pleasure slaves.
If we build a wall here, they're gonna try to start us out. Meanwhile, the unwalled settlements do get attacked more often. Let's see what happens if we don't build a wall here. If we get a small army in the city, wall is feels pointless here.
Tempter Lord.
Okay, Nakari. The Kislev does have regions in this other side here. The capital is within our reach nearly.
Hari comes.
So anything here?
Noska.
Divine.
This is close to a confederation. And our current, one of our current primary enemies, Ice Court.
So good.
Born to
They're
rule.
down to rank 7. 11 settlements, we definitely cause damage.
My divine master. On to another.
Kislev is within reach.
The Tempter Lord.
I'm not sure we have it like this. They almost look exact. I don't think we can channel for one turn.
Haste.
We're starting to lose the winds.
March, my children. Next destination.
Unhand the Tsarina. The Ice Queen bows to no.
She might be able to march into Kislev with this. That will be impossible then.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Warriors bow to no one.
Every step agony.
Geralt did get extra garrison in time, but they're still replenishing. We added some skin wolves to the army. Added some other anti-large.
Insights to tempt you.
So he wants
Delectable.
to fight here. This faction has one more settlement, and this faction is close to Confed. Then we have to deal with the Megatkin province. Is this 2 slot province? No, it's 4. Bloodhaven. This is the one here. These guys have another capital here, tier 4. And the Blood Marshes here with Tong, which are Warriors of Chaos. For some reason... oh, look at this, there's a Tusks, it's a new resource, huh? I haven't seen Tusks yet. For some reason, we're at war with the Poxmakers. Might be the same reason why we're at war with those other minor factions. We did destroy the exiles of Khorne, and we haven't met Tzeentch, the Oracles of Tzeentch. We probably would have been at war with them as well. But the Legion of Chaos didn't turn when that happened. That was really strange. Northern Province is 19 regions. They're doing well in this campaign. Clan Morar is liking us more and more. These are the Oracles of Tzeentch. Why didn't they go hostile? How did the Plague Father did?
Specimens required.
Maybe because of all our vassals as well. Could be. Maybe he turned on our vassals after that happened.
Excess. Slash every sinew.
The Great Unclean One is retreated. This point is gonna be excellent for money. Gems, timber, and medicinal plants, all increasing income.
So good.
So he retreated when the result is this. Most of our army dies, huh? This thing looks stompy. I think our demon has an advantage.
Horned one.
Spread decadence and depravity.
Depravity! And a bunch of foot soldiers here.
Decadent eagles.
Death through sensation. Exalted demonettes of Slaanesh.
Marauders!
Demonettes. The debauched one.
This the plague toads do seem pretty decent against infantry. Don't have any spearmen. But we could use our prince, I mean our keeper on it.
Done for the prince! Have you come to me, seeking eternal damnation? The bringer of temptation!
Alores. This will be exquisite.
There's a new item we got, the Rock of Inevitability, speed and defense penalty. Again, I get rid of those toads. Looks like the toads is the really only thing threatening here.
The cult thrives.
Darkling majesty!
Slaaneshi cultists.
On high ground.
The base one! Summon the lash!
Repulsive and alluring.
Actually tells you who's within the range.
All for the prince!
Good, yes. The debauched ones!
Your secrets spilled. Most exalted. Intimately.
Bring us souls!
Why, yes. How delightful.
Pain is a gift!
We ignore the center and literally they're gonna take a minute to get to us.
With pleasure. Lacerate them.
The eternal hunters!
The maiden of ecstasy.
Marauders of Slaanesh. Fueled by pain.
A true thrill.
Drinking pain. Flanks flesh.
Demoness!
The bringer of temptation. Sensation gives me strength.
Torches freak!
Chandra is, you can see that it's on the attack.
That!
Should probably just clear this first.
Demoness! Agonizing!
Stones that are going down on the other side.
I am irresistible.
The darkest of desires.
Exquisite pain.
How delightful!
The prince of pleasure's caress. Divine magics.
Unlie the slave!
Consume
I'm gonna have to fight a little bit uphill here, just a little bit.
And to our will!
The cult thrives!
Exalted demonettes of Slaanesh!
Summon the lash. Keeper of secrets. Tear throats.
Move with grace!
We have multiple units
Who
flanked.
can I blame? The Prince of Chaos.
Let's get buff for the whole,
rises.
everything here.
Drinking pain!
The cult wakes!
Exalted demonettes of Slaanesh!
The Nurgles are getting banished. Nurglings. This thing seems to be healing.
Fueled by pain. Flay their minds.
It's losing health, but it seems to be healing constantly as well.
The Dark Prince's servant!
Yes.
Other units got flanked because they were also outnumbered.
To the next victory. I'll make them squeal.
I have a pretty good debuffs on this one as I was supposed to go there.
Me strength. I desire new surroundings.
It does have a big mass, this thing. It's pushing our guy.
Feaster of pain.
Looks like it got banished. This is the leader of this minor faction of Nurgle that we're at war with. It was not planned. That would happen unpredictably. Yeah, you don't see the death animations if the battle is over. If there's no enemies. 4,500, nice experience. And we get another 2,000 here. Replenishment is quite poor here, so I'll take 2,000. We could also recruit a bunch of more orders for that.
There will be pain.
So it looks like these devotees that the extra devotees that we get are only on that option. So this seems to be quite a poor skill. Quite a poor skill.
A new power.
We definitely gave him the give there. Okay, we'll come back to him once we clear the city here first. This is our second army. He is rank 15 only because he had to change into different lord, so we lost half the experience.
Let us move.
Could have also waited at the end here. It was not the best thing to do to move like that.
Oh my god.
Hey Karen, thank you.
Seen that shit?
Slicing shards. A mirror forms in the sky only to be shattered into a myriad of deadly shots that lacerate the enemy below. It's 100% armor piercing. And it doesn't even cost that much. Interesting, we'll see that. It's supposed to be ended here so we get replenished.
You may touch me only in dreams.
These guys are getting starved here. I mean, they're getting sieged.
So close,
Got the plague rod.
your tendons were raised.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
The enemy is now with 13 units.
Prince's Herald. Irresistible. Raise the pleasure dome.
So, I'm gonna have to wait for the reinforcements.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
This one is actually done channeling.
Artisan of pain. All souls will yield for Slaanesh. Don't stop. Slaaneshi Herald.
So what do we have available here? This coming from the Blighted Grove.
Only absolute supplication will suffice.
There's so large units
Who
there.
will join my rapturous odyssey?
Okay, we'll get the we can get some okay stuff from Bjorlings. Bjorling seems to be nobody's even harassing. They have a good chunk of lands here. This makes the allied recruitment even cheaper. Huh? Gives us more seductive influence.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time.
That was affected by different corruption. That's why we lost some influence over them. Stalton's been going hard here, but so far hasn't broken through.
The Herald of Slaanesh.
They sacked Gersel instead of occupying it. Looks like Geralt will get attacked again next.
Our winds are poorly serviced.
We have Kislev in range next turn. Let's see if we can mess up Kislev. These guys have not gotten Prague, but they can still confederate.
The Slaaneshi Legion is unsatisfied.
Wolfsgard is about to have a rebellion. Nothing we can do about it either. We should transfer the city to one of our subjects.
So good. I may be a feast of pain, but administer pleasure.
It's not adjacent, right? We can do it like that. We can do it to the Bjornlings.
Bring death.
Somehow Bjornlings are still up.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time. Done.
And the rebels, the public order switches to them. Okay. Save the city from rebellion.
The Tempter Lord.
These are our new puppets. I have a feeling they have no chance against one of the settlements because there's a military presence here. It looks like an army, 12 to 13 units. We're under siege here. If they don't attack, we'll take a turn of attrition. Nothing we can do about this though. And we're assembling a new army here in Vissaland. We keep up the scales here.
Bring her.
If we get 10 units with her, we can get a big army here before Skrag arrives.
Impinge on your servant.
My goal is to cripple Ice Court before we go into the next Realm of Chaos.
The time of soul flaying come.
So they think the Kislev actually can hold the attack. We can win against two armies. We could do damage though. But they'll just recruit a bunch of Cossars, so I don't feel like it's there's any point to it.
The time of soul flaying comes.
They're just mass sacking here. It's almost like they're in a bad financial situation. Those two armies are behind Ikari, and Ikari is causing a mess. The settlements have switched ownership, and they're supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be reoccupying them. Instead, I just keep sacking them because, you know, they turn into Slaanesh settlements. And Oslan could attack with those ogres around. Oh, come on. Yeah. Some stone horns guys here. 9,000 moss. Looks like a destroyer infantry. Well, Rip Revel Warp Licker here. Austin takes the settlement and Skrag continues. It's very convenient for them. Ogres are helping them here. There's a lot of power here. What do we achieve if we kill some of these Empire units? We had a chance against Ostland, but since Skrag arrived here, he's ignoring Alder for some reason. This is done.
Pure, unalloyed sensation. Rejoice!
Occupied, okay. We might not have time to get more troops in Grisenwald. Maybe we can. was 57, so it's gonna fit one of the first turn before it opens. We are considering the Empire and Kislev area of war zone, so we are not really here to keep these lands. We just cause chaos here while waiting for the next thing to happen. And does look like Kislev is in range. Messing up major competitors as a chaos seems the way to go, especially if you wanna transition into a domination victory. Okay, we are going to be saving it here, boys.
Yes.
My divine
Tier 5
master.
Kislev is within range.
I will cut your legs off at the knees.
How
for
the
your
fuck are they at
contemptible
war with
conduct.
each other here? And she's still being able to do 30 other things. It looks like the Kislev AIs are literally at war with everybody around them. There's literally fires everywhere. Literally a fire in the next room, they are choking in smoke, and they're still doing like trying to do like 3 different things.
Greater secrets are mine.
We have to start channeling again.
Bring ruin.
Okay, this is going to be the Siege of Kislev, but next time, this was the goal. Get some footholds in the Empire, cause chaos, and then before the next round of rifts, mess up Kislev so they don't get out of control. Not sure how much this will do, but it might do enough to slow them down for quite a bit of turns.
Their secrets.
Okay, thank you guys for watching, and
Nation withers.
I'll be seeing you next time. Good night.